the night that I went to the coalition and I knew I was going to leave, I emailed my friend Elizabeth, who some of you read about in the book. And she wasn't my friend then. But she was the sidewalk counselor that had been targeting me. I didn't know that, but she had been targeting me for like a year while I was at the clinic, and she had been, good morning, Abby. How are you doing? It wasn't this. Don't you know that you're killing babies in there? Of course I knew what I was doing, right? I mean, I'm the director. Yes, I know. Don't you know what's going on inside of there? Yes, I do. It wasn't that, right? It was that she genuinely wanted to develop a relationship with me. And one day, I couldn't believe it, but one day I drove in and she had brought me flowers. And I tried to not accept them, but she wouldn't let it go. And so I finally had to take them, and she had put a card on the flowers, and I put the flowers in my office, and I left them there, for a week until they died. And I took the card off the flowers, and I put it on my desk, and it had been there for 2 years. And I kept it. I don't know why I kept a little card. I don't even keep cards that my husband gives me on flowers, But I kept this card from this person that was, really kind of a stranger to me. I mean, we had developed a relationship through the fence. We weren't really friends, But I had kept this card. I kept it, on my desk, kind of in the back of a bunch of stuff, stacks of just junk on your desk. But the day that I went over to the coalition, I saw that card peeking out of my desk. And when I was crying out to God, not knowing where to go and saying, God, give me anywhere else. Please. Give me somebody else besides the people in the pro-life movement, okay? Anybody. And he said, no, that's it. This is where you go. And he just showed me that little card. And I was reminded of Elizabeth and her grace and her response to his call. And how she was so faithful with reaching out to me over and over again. And how we had developed that relationship. And that evening, I contacted her through email. And I was just hoping that it was the right email. I found it off the internet. And I contacted her and I said, hey, I don't know if you remember me. But I'm the director of the Planned Parenthood Clinic, And I said, I have some big news. I'd really like to share it with you. And she ended up calling me, and I started telling her about that card that she had written me. And she said, I remember giving you flowers. I don't even remember what I wrote on the card. And she said, what did I write? And I said, you wrote, the Lord has done great things for us, and we are filled with joy. I'm praying for you, Abby, love, Elizabeth. And she said, yeah, that was just kind of thrown together. And I said, well, it may have been thrown together for you, but it was important to me, and it's so important I still have it. And I still carry it around because it is a reminder of God's grace. It is a reminder of his forgiveness. It is a reminder of how we are called to be.